live.
Or at least we think we are.
No, I know we are. I have the power to declare us as live. Hey, everybody, how's it going today?
Yeah.
We finally got YouTube set up, and by finally, I mean I finally hit the 3 buttons necessary to make it happen.
Theoretically. I'm just joking. I'm just giving you crap.
I know you are. I know. Yeah. But yeah, we're having fun. Let me sit down here. So, because YouTube is the best out of the 3 we use,
YouTube hasn't cycled over yet.
it has a built-in delay that I'm not changing.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a built-in delay on YouTube's side. So if we accidentally, it's something Facebook and Instagram don't have. If we accidentally knock out, like, the internet flickers for a moment, the stream doesn't automatically die.
Okay.
That's just something YouTube has, which is what we're going to go with.
Oh, okay. So it's counting down to a minute, and then when it hits that 2-minute mark, it'll...
Yeah, it's building us a delay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Woo. All right. So,
Okay,
Kid,
then.
how's it going?
It's moving along.
That's good. I like to see it moving and schmoving.
A little bit. Yeah, I got to hunt down microphones and a couple other things for you.
So, are you big into Star Wars at all?
I mean, like, how big are we talking?
Like, would you happen to know how red lightsabers turn red?
No.
No, so not that big into Star Wars at all.
No.
You're one of those scrubs who only knows the lore of the films.
I just know that...
You've never read the
basically,
extended novels.
Red is evil and green is good.
And purple is Mace Windu.
Okay.
Yeah. That's actually part of the lore. Purple is Mace Windu.
Wow. Is that because the character says, I'm going to have this sword this way anyway?
No, it's because Samuel Jackson told George Lucas he wouldn't do the part if his lightsaber wasn't purple. So Mace Windu gets purple. It was supposed to just be blue, green, red, yellow, and white.
I saw a video with Samuel Jackson. He was like, I didn't even think I was going to actually get a legit part.
Yeah.
I thought I was just going to be just kind of a on-screen cameo. And he ends up being Mace Windu.
Yeah. So the original lightsaber colors were supposed to be blue, green, yellow, white, and red. And all of those had significant meaning.
Right.
And then also Mace Windu.
Right. That's funny.
The reason I bring up lightsaber colors is there is a controversy online. This happened when the show first came out, but it's happening again.
Okay.
There was a Star Wars show Disney put out that featured a young girl who is trained to be a Jedi and becomes a Sith.
Okay.
Have you seen the show? No?
No.
So, in the middle of a fight, her lightsaber just instantly turns red because she's so mad. And that's supposed to signify her becoming a Sith. And I find this controversy funny because the first thing everyone points out is why didn't Anakin's lightsaber turn red?
When he was getting mad.
Yeah. Like, he was Darth Vader, and it still wasn't red. He had officially become a Sith Lord on Mustafar. Still wasn't red.
When did it turn red?
So the way the old lore used to work is they had to go like into a meditative state and bleed out the kyber crystal over a period of hours. It was supposed to be this like horrible thing you did.
Oh, wow.
Not this like flick of a switch. Oh, I'm evil now.
Yeah, but in the third movie, he goes and kills the whole like kids in the temple.
Yeah.
And that's not a big evil thing?
No. Like the to make the kyber crystal do that is supposed to be this like intense act of evil.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. Worse than that, yeah.
Wow.
So I enjoy nerds arguing with each other. It's kind of a spectator sport for me, is I guess my point.
Yeah, I know of Star Wars and stuff like that. I'm not.
If you had said Star Trek right there, I would have gone mad.
Hey, I like Star Trek too. I'm not a nerd about Star Trek. I don't really think I'm a nerd much about anything.
I'm not much of a nerd either. Let's be honest.
I enjoy a lot of different things, but yeah. You know what? Hey, I'm gonna switch this song.
Yeah, switch up the songs a little bit. Music Man.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah. I'm gonna rotate the camera a little bit because it's getting all of you and almost none of me.
Oh, I'm in category. That's why it's not finding anything. Okay.
The wonders of technology.
Yeah.
So, Kid, how's your week been? How is DJ Kidd?
It was kind of a rough week, but good week. Gonna get really, really, really busy in the next, for the next like 4 weeks.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
So,
We get into the summer and then events start happening, stuff like that. It can get wild pretty fast. Yeah.
I've got the, sorry. All right. Hey, Jason on Facebook. Everybody else listening on Facebook, say hi.
Hello. And for my sake, we have YouTube up today. The link to the YouTube is in Facebook. It is in the Instagram chat. Moving over to YouTube is the best way to make my day better because YouTube is the best. And I would like to get everything consolidated.
And Jason's over there too.
Yes, hello. It just makes it easier for me because YouTube actually works and Facebook doesn't.
Right.
Because Facebook, there's a little bit of inside baseball there, doesn't care about its live streaming capabilities anymore.
Right.
It went whole hog into it back in the day and then completely dropped out of it after the last adpocalypse on YouTube.
Dang.
Because Facebook just couldn't get any ads anymore is what happened. So they've dropped a lot of support for their video platform to the point where it's kind of unusable garbage.
Oh, wow. Well, hey, we're going to be coming up here in just a few minutes on air. We'll talk about some of this stuff and get everybody going. I think that'd be great.
It's that part of the show where I open up Twitter and I see what people are mad about and see if there's a dad controversy I can clue you in on.
Just to get my goat.
Yeah. We got to get your goat.
All right.
Let's see. Let me see. I'm sure there's something in here.
All right. I added a brand new Brandon Lake song too, by the way.
Ooh, fun.
And it's actually really good.
All right, we're coming up here. We got about a minute before we're live back on the radio, and I've got one for you.
Do you want to preview it or no?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
Because I want your extreme reaction to this. Because I have a feeling you'll have a reaction. Also, Tammy will have a reaction.
Okay.
This is going to be a you and a Tammy story today.
That sounds good.
Yeah. YouTube is better platform for live for sure as someone that uses both. Absolutely. The best is Twitch, unfortunately.
Right.
Thing is, Twitch has zero discoverability, so it's useless to use it.
All right, getting ready to go live,
Kind of the catch-22 of that. All right, here we go. And that is the sound of Friday here at The Effect. This is Ezra. I'm here with DJ Kidd. And remember, this hour we are live, Facebook, Instagram, and today, YouTube. Yes.
Yes.
Hope you join us there. We would love to chat with you. All right, Kid, I have something that will prick your dad sensibilities today.
We're doing it again.
So you know about Mr. Beast, right?
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, Mr. Beast is just this rich guy on YouTube who does about 50-50 philanthropy and stupid challenges.
Right.
I like the philanthropy side. That's good. Charity is good.
I'd like to start. Up.
Yeah. I'd like to talk about the stupid challenges side. It's usually something like, I lock this guy in a gym for 100 days, and if he loses 100 pounds, he'll get $20,000.
Oh my God.
Stuff like that, right? Where, he has safety rails and stuff to make sure no one hurts themselves.
Okay, so that's a plus.
Yeah. So, he does it correctly, but there's a lot of people who have been inspired by such challenges to do some very dumb things. I'd like to present to you the idea of a man being forced to live in a small apartment with 100 chickens. How long could you do that if you were given $10,000 a day living with 100 chickens? And my question...
You got to be careful because chicken poop can kill you.
My question is, how long can you legally do that before it's a biohazard?
Yeah.
And the answer is probably one day. I've raised chickens. You've raised
I
chickens.
have chickens, yeah.
We have chickens out back because
do.
the egg crisis. Like, chickens are dirty creatures.
If anybody needs eggs, I got plenty.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on. I know what I got.
So does my mom.
Right.
If anyone in Virginia needs eggs, just go to my mom's house, tell her I sent you. She will give you eggs.
I think we have 6 dozen sitting right now. That's crazy.
So yeah, I'm a little concerned about people trying out these dumb challenges because they come up with it Mad Lib style.
All right. So
You could make a challenge right now, Mad Lib style, if you wanted to.
the chickens, like, they're there when you sleep too, right?
Yeah, whole time.
That's so they'll peck at you.
Yeah.
Well, as long as they're not scared of you, they'll come over and start pecking.
And this challenge does not specify that there are no roosters in the group, too.
Oh yeah, that adds
Another
layer of
wrinkle
fun.
to it, doesn't it?
I don't think it's worth it. I mean, like, well, I don't know. Like, my chickens, they're good chickens, you know, but they're all
But they know you.
right. Even when I had the roosters, we moved in December, so we had to get rid of.
Even when I've had roosters, even when they know me, the odds that you're gonna get like really badly scratched are still pretty high.
Yeah.
Roosters are not nice.
I even had turkeys, and they were actually not that bad.
The worst is a guinea hen, but that's a whole different
I
conversation.
don't know, man. How long could you? I don't know.
Before it becomes a biohazard, probably one day.
I would say between 3 to 5 days.
3 to 5
'Cause
days?
You need enough crap to be able to start getting in the air.
I think that's with 100 chickens. That's one day, man.
100 chickens. Sorry, I lied. I didn't get the number.
Yeah, it's 100 chicken. It's not
Yeah.
one chicken. It's 100.
No, I wouldn't do 100 chickens. Not even for, well, maybe.
You know what? We're going
maybe
to
an
go
hour is
back
all
to
I
the
would do.
internet, and we are going to develop our own brilliant challenge for someone in like matter.
All right, guys, join us online. Once again, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. This next song, though, is from our E-Crew Artist of the Month. If you guys want more information on supporting the Effect Radio Network via our Artist of the Month, check us out at effectradio.com. This is Derek Ryan, Curtis Hoppy, Spencer Bolio with Pirates Cove here on The Effect.
Rad. I don't know. I just felt like saying rad. I don't know. I just felt like saying rad. Vertical.
Yeah, it's their chorus on this is pretty cool. It's like, when you think about what the Lord has done,
Yeah.
I sing a hallelujah.
Oh, AJ is on Instagram. Hello, AJ, but you should be on YouTube right now. She wants to know what the challenge is. I missed it. So it's a small apartment. You have to stay in there. Every day you stay in there, you get $10,000. The catch is there's 100 chickens living
So
with you.
AJ would do the challenge.
She probably would, and then get like leptosporiasis or something. I don't know what chickens give you.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, it would not be fun. Okay, Mad Lib style.
Okay.
You know what? I could probably pull up a random word generator, and we could do this. Stay in a. How long could you verb in a noun for X dollars? I think that'll work. Right?
Yeah.
All right. How long could you something on a missile? Could you defeat a missile for $10,000?
Could you defeat a missile?
Could you? That's what it gave me.
Can you defeat a missile?
Yes. And AJ is confirming she would do that challenge.
Yeah, how about Did you see her picture of the Effect Radio mascot she sent us last
Yes, I did. I saw that chicken.
week? Yeah, that was nuts. Defeat a missile. That's not probable.
Well, let's say you're like given a rack of tools.
I mean, like, so is this cartoon style? Like,
I don't know.
It's in the air flying, and we got to figure
This
out
is a scenario we're creating.
figure out how to MacGyver the whole thing. Hairpin, penny, and a shoelace.
Okay. Let's say it like this. You're locked inside an airplane. That airplane is going to crash, and you have several tools to get out of the airplane. But of course, because this would be YouTube slop, you're not actually in an airplane. You're in just like a set that's built to look like an airplane.
Okay. I mean, because I would do my best to knock out a window and let the air pressure do the rest.
And just suck you out through the window. Those windows are small. You're not going to get out of the window.
No, but they could suck out a whole bunch of things and start breaking and busting open the metal as they're flying out. I don't know.
I don't think it works like that. I don't think that's how airplanes work.
Go down to the cargo hold and try to jump out through your wheel. I don't know.
Can you even access the cargo hold on most airplanes nowadays?
I'm sure there is a way. There has to be a way.
It's not like Air Force One. Most of it is just like right under your feet, right?
Well, I mean, you got to dump trash, you got to dump sewage, you got to do all that.
But that's a separate thing from your baggage.
Yes and no.
It should be anyway. I would hope it is.
You would think, what do they have up in the front? Hey, if anybody is like a pilot or anything, let us know.
Yeah. You know what? We would actually need Ryan for this, I think.
Yeah. Hey, maybe after next week. So we're going to have a guest. We'll talk about this on air next time we come back to you. We're going to have a guest on next week. It's actually Jason listening right now. So theoretically, we'll have a third mic working. TJ Mack and the IT department is working with one of our engineering guys trying to get that up. And so hopefully that'll work. And then we can have Ryan back in on Fanfare Fridays.
That would be fun. Get everyone in on it.
Right.
Anything on Facebook for us? Because as we've previously established, Facebook is awful and does not refresh for me.
Nothing right now. Jason, I think he's actually moved to YouTube. So
there we go. How about being locked in a room with 100 argumentative atheists? You've stumbled into a different kind of YouTube slop. If you look up the channel Jubilee, they will actually do this thing where they have a famous commentator of some kind.
Right.
And that commentator is surrounded by 25 to 50 ardent opponents who think that they can out-argue this guy or gal. So, for example, Ben Shapiro versus 50 liberals. And what they do is they all race towards the center to see who gets to
Shapiro
be first.
and Charlie Kirk both did that.
Yeah, they both did that. Michael Knowles did that. Bunch of other guys.
By the way, on air right now, 7 Day Slumber, Garden of Shadows, brand new song together with 12 Stones.
Yeah, very nice. So there is an entire YouTube section devoted to that idea
Jason
as well.
says he's stalking in both places.
Oh, very good, very good. I love being stalked.
I know, right?
Don't take that literally. So there is a channel for you, Jason. If that's the content your little heart desires, you can go there and watch it go down. You know what my favorite?
Actually pretty good.
You know what my favorite part about that channel is? Whenever they have, so it's not like random people. They have like a cast that they have selected of kind of normal
one really
people
intelligent person and one really dumb person
in the crowd. Always, yeah. But it's about average across the board.
Yeah, one that's really emotional and one that's super even keeled.
Anytime they bring a liberal on and versus their conservative crew, the liberal always loses.
Yeah.
Like, I forget what his name is, but there's this one guy who thinks you can get morality from nothing.
Yeah, that was on the Ben Shapiro one, right?
No. Like Sam Cedar, I think it was.
Yeah.
Who came in and he was debating a bunch of people. And someone just tried to get him to articulate where morality comes from. He's just like, well, we know it's wrong. How do you know murder is wrong?
Yeah, why do we know it's wrong?
And he had nothing going on in his head.
30 seconds.
You could see the pong bouncing around. It was great.
The pong bouncing.
Well, that's what it looks like a lot of times. It's like they're buffering in real life. Like, it's great.
AJ's on Facebook now too.
Okay, good. Not YouTube though. Get on YouTube. That was 7 Day Slumber, Garden of Shadows here on The Effect.
Yep.
This is Ezra. This is DJ Kidd.
Brand new sounds from 12 Stones on that album. Also, Garden of Shadows album is available for streaming according to 7 Day Slumber this morning.
Ooh.
So jump around to your streaming platforms and check out the album.
after the show today.
Yeah,
Stay with us right now.
We're talking.
Yes. The adults are talking. You need to pay attention now.
I was going to go there, but I didn't.
I'm technically an adult. I get to do that now.
So I'm wearing a shirt that's actually pretty cool. We're going to have these shirts for sale tomorrow at the Newsboys concert. We're also going to have various other things there as well, I think.
Oh, yes,
It's going to be fun. But, hey, it's a black shirt, and we haven't had black
stand
shirts
up,
for
but
a
people
while.
can't see it.
Boom.
It is a black shirt, and it features Effect Radio, the Volkswagen.
Yes. We have red, white, purple, and black.
No chartreuse?
No.
You know chartreuse goes well with my eyes.
I'm sorry, dude.
Okay.
Also, DJ Kidd.
They don't care about me around here, I guess.
DJ Kidd has a couple new hats coming in the weekend, too. So next week, we'll have a new hat going.
Can I try on your hat?
Good try, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see this. Not that bad, actually.
Not that bad?
No, you've got the DJ Kidd look. Look at that.
Let me see. You know what?
It's not horrible.
You know what? I do look like I would be in the Disney musical Newsies.
That's not. No, I'll pull the one out that you could. I've got a little bit flatter one, but I like that look on you, bro.
Yeah, we're going to go strike against the big newspapers for better wages tomorrow.
Come on now.
It's going to be fantastic.
And who says newspapers are dying?
Everyone who's read a newspaper lately.
I know. It's where do you get newspapers?
You know where the New York Times makes most of its money now?
Where's that?
Stupid little internet games.
Really?
Yeah, like Wordle. They own Wordle.
Oh.
They don't make most of their money off of the paper.
So that's why these big news sources are still hanging out and the little guys are dying.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were able to make acquisitions of stupid little internet games.
Dude, money's money. You got to find it. You got to find it. Dig it up. Find it.
Do you think there's just money buried all over the place?
Well, anything is possible. Creativity, right?
Do you think there's like Idaho pirates who have been burying treasure around here?
Yeah, I know there are. Come on.
There are?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hands down.
Do you have any proof for this claim?
Well, it's all over the mountains.
There's gold in them there hills? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
There's gold in them there hills.
So there is a town called Sawtooth City.
Okay.
And it was about, I think it's like 5 miles into the mountains from a campsite where my former church used to do their men's camps at. And one year, our pastor's like, hey, everybody bring your bikes, your ATVs, whatever. We're going to go up to Sawtooth City. And we drive up there, and sure enough, yeah, big old mine, abandoned small town. I mean, it's obviously probably 10 or 15 people live there.
Was there a lonesome whistle in that town?
No.
A hawk, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah.
Anyone with a guitar?
No. Nobody was there. It was abandoned. But
Well, that's what I mean. It's an abandoned small western town.
But it was completely covered in like hills with the shale rock.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so a couple of my buddies were like, hey, we're going to ride the top of that peak.
Okay.
We're like, okay. They get going about halfway up. Their bikes start like rolling backwards, even though they're
because they can't grip on the shale. Yeah.
Because the shale is just flinging away. Yeah. But anyway, Sawtooth City was actually pretty cool place to see.
So, was there gold in them there hills?
I'm sure there is. I didn't go looking.
I'll go up there with the pickaxes. I'll go up there and get me some of that gold.
All right. Hey, guys, we are on YouTube this morning.
Yes.
And Instagram and Facebook as well. Join us. We need stuff to talk about.
But right now, it's Starflyer 50. Yeah, it's 59.
59.
I win right here on the effect. That's how brain rotted my mind is.
Oh, man.
So Jason says multiple smaller newspapers in Washington have combined into one entity. I'm assuming in a way that is like the Transformers. Then to save even further money, they transitioned to delivery by the U.S. Postal Service. So the morning newspaper for many comes late in the day. That's rough.
Yeah, it's the paper. You find out everything you know on your phone when you go to the bathroom first thing in the morning anyway.
I get my Alexa to tell me, and it's always like wildly wrong. My Alexa's like, there's a new pope today.
Yeah.
And it was 3 days ago.
Wow.
It's great. I love it so much.
So it's kind of like, like AI even, like Jim Caviezel, the name Jim Caviezel, right?
Yeah.
Jim Caviezel. It's Jim Caviezel.
Yeah. I love watching AI that's been written in English try to pronounce a word from any other language.
Right.
It's amazing.
My former pastor used to say all the time, "Oh, hey, I laugh whenever you call because my phone says Andrew McCutter."
McCutter.
It's like, what?
Because it doesn't know anything about a MacArthur.
Nothing. Oh,
You know,
Lordy.
speaking of those Bonnie Banks, there is an update on the Loch Ness Monster.
Yes, that's right.
And if I knew we were going to be doing this much Loch Ness Monster content, I would have made a stinger for it.
I know.
I would have like downloaded a free template,
Get some
slapped a
screams
picture
and-
of the Loch Ness Monster on there.
All right, let's pull this up.
Yes, Ariel sent this to us earlier. She is very interested in the Loch Ness Monster, apparently.
Apparently so.
She lives out in Hawaii, so I don't know why she's concerned about Loch Ness, but okay.
No kidding. They have enough of their own out there, right?
Yeah, they have actual sharks and things.
Sea monsters, the bit.
Giant squids,
Right.
Krakatoa.
2025's first potential sighting of Loch Ness Monster spotted at Doris Beach.
Do you know what the sighting was, kid? Do you know what got Ariel all excited?
A dirty diaper.
No. This sighting was a dark lump under the waves that did not even breach the surface.
It was a rock?
A rock or a large fish or a clump of algae blooming in the day?
Yeah, that could be, yeah.
Like, it's literally nothing.
It's Loch Ness Monster. It's a dirty diaper stuck in seaweed.
It could literally be that.
Oh my God.
Well, you're looking at the picture now, right?
I just got away from it. I'm checking
Yeah.
YouTube for anything, but
Yeah, no, it's literally
yeah, no,
nothing.
you see that in the river and the lakes around here all the time.
Exactly.
So what's funny is up north, kind of where the Newsboys concert's at, about an hour further north, there's a lake called Pettit Lake, which I like to go to, and it's in a stream of lakes with Alturas Lake, Pettit Lake, Yellow Belly Lake, Redfish Lake there.
Yellow Belly Lake.
Yellow Belly Lake is about a day and a half hike up and around. Then you have Redfish Lake, you have Stanley Lake, a whole bunch of lakes there.
To the people who are wondering, yes, I will take every opportunity to do that stupid voice.
Do it again.
There's gold in them there hills.
Anyway, so Pettit Lake,
I'm the prospector.
the last time
Put me in Toy Story 2.
the last time I took my kids there a couple years ago, they had a big old like tree trunk stuck in the lake.
Okay.
And yeah, so first thing my littlest does, he was obviously younger. It was like 4 years ago.
Is he swims to the trunk?
Well, no, he gets up there, he's like, Dad, there's something in the water. And the funny thing about this lake is it's clear to the bottom. You can roll out to the middle of the
Really?
lake and you can see clear down here. Clear,
How
clear
deep is
state.
it?
I think it's about 15, 20 feet deep, but it's a glacier lake, so it's
Okay.
completely clear. And
That sounds pretty neat. If I had
actually-
like a kayak or something, I'd go up there.
right, no, I go and you can borrow. It's actually really cool.
Okay.
I've taken a motorboat through there years and years ago. I've swam half the lake. It's cold, but once you get going, you.
Well, I'm neutrally buoyant, so I would just bob the lake.
How do you like cold water though?
Well, I'm also well insulated, don't you know?
It'll choke you out for about 10 minutes and then you're okay.
I'm very well insulated.
Even
I don't
on
think that'll be an issue.
Even on a 100-degree day in July, it
Yeah.
is freezing cold, but it's still fun to swim. Anyway, yeah, so you go fishing in that lake and you can see your fish. You're like, just freaking eat my bait.
See, I want to get into fish. I think we've had this conversation before. I want to get into fishing.
Yeah.
I don't have the time or the money to get those big expensive rods.
You don't need those big rods around here.
Maybe not.
All right, back on the air.
That was KJ52. Life goes on.
He has a new album coming out pretty quick too. He's doing a little.
I'm sure you have a word in there somewhere. I can see it bouncing behind your
The
eyes.
fundraising campaign for what are they called?
I don't know.
They used to use the
Charity?
GoFundMe thing.
He's doing a GoFundMe.
Dude. It's been a week.
You figured it out. Good job.
My brain's broken.
You got there eventually, though.
I did.
Yeah. Okay. So, kid,
Yes.
I have a very important question for you.
Yes.
This question could really be the question to end all questions.
And lots of pressure.
Yes. No pressure at all. In fact, that's how important the question is. No one will blame you for getting it wrong.
All right.
Okay. Have you seen those stupid little math memes that go around on the internet? where it's like 2 + 4 parentheses 5 to the third power.
They're trying
What's
to make
the answer?
Trying to do PEMDAS without making you without giving you the right answer for it.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen those.
And it's just stupid rage bait.
Mm-hmm.
If you were president tomorrow, would you ban those?
No, because it's fun watching people get it wrong and then argue about it.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
see, the pack of wolves at their best right now.
We're just turning into giggle boys today.
I know. Oh, Lordy.
Oh, no, but I keep seeing those and they keep making me mad because the right answer is never available.
I know. And then they argue about...
And that's the whole point of it, is rage
the wrong
bait.
answer that they get, you know?
The whole point of it is rage bait. The other point of it is making me feel sad for our public schools.
Right. Well, and they took a totally complete, like, crazy turn on math anyway.
Yeah.
Where you've got to do this problem...
The Common Core.
500 ways before you can list an answer.
Back in my day, whenever I added numbers together, I simply added them. I didn't have to ask them how they were feeling about being added together.
My oldest son, was a math whiz until they started literally saying, no, you have to do it this way. And he's like, why? That's the answer. It's clear as day that that's the answer. Well, I need you to draw out the whole thing. And he's like, no, that's going to confuse me.
Back in my day, I didn't have to draw a Christmas tree to do my multiplication tables.
Right. Oh, back
They
in my
want
day,
me to do it underwater.
we had beads and a rod in my day.
Back in my day, we had something called an abacus. And we would flick those beads back and forth and find out all of our mathematicianal answers.
Yeah, I can't stand math today. I can't do it. And you know, and reality is, I struggled with it because I'm a creative.
Yes.
And so
you already have problems with math.
I'm a lyrical,
yes,
pictorial kind of guy. And so math for me is like, which is ironic because I did math for 20 years in my old profession.
Yes.
You know,
but also you're like doing tile is less about math and more about geometry, and creatives are better with geometry than they are with algebra.
Well, yes and no. Once you get the picture, yeah.
Generally speaking.
But see, fractions and I never got along.
Generally speaking.
Fractions and I never got along. But you read a tape measure every single day.
Yeah.
And you got to figure out
You'll memorize it.
Right.
At a certain point.
And so I used to walk, you know, I had guys show up when I first got on the job. I had a 30-footer. And I thought that's what you needed. You know, well, you need a 30-footer to measure a room out. That's the only time you need a 30-footer with. You know, for. And so a man who would come in, he ended up being my stepfather-in-law for a period of time. He walked around with literally like a 10-footer, a 12-footer, or a 16-footer on his belt. And he'd always pull it out, and you could see that he only used basically 12 to 14 inches of that tape measure. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, well, this is just to mark the tile. That's all you need. You know, you have a gap, you take your tape and you go, okay, that's 7 7/8, 7 7/8. And before I'm like, all right, I got to do all this fraction stuff. I got to put 7 plus this.
You didn't realize you could just have multiple rulers.
And then I got to the point where I don't even use a tape anymore, because some guys would mark one top of this and then a bottom, and then they draw a line, and I'm like, yeah, that looks about right.
We're just going to eyeball that. All right. Well, it's Group 1 crew. Keep going here on The Effect, telling us to move along, little doggy. All right.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So Jason says, back in college, there was a class called math theory, but that's just a theory. A math theory. Did you get the reference at least? No? You just like the funny voice?
Yeah.
Okay. If anyone's young enough to get that reference, you get a cookie. That's not even an old person reference. That's a young person reference. All right. Part math, part sociology, part psychology. It was designed to just mess with your sense of reality in the form of math. Did they tell you 0 isn't a real number? Did they do that kind of crap? Sorry, forgive my French. I get mad about math.
My dad says with trigonometry and all that other stuff, he says that's all just playing on math theory. Like, it's just theoretical math. He says even algebra is theoretical math. It's not actual provable math. But it teaches you how to troubleshoot. That's the only reason why we have algebra.
Okay.
It teaches you how to go step by step through troubleshooting either issues psychologically, like he was saying.
That's a weird way to say logic, but okay.
Right. So you're running through your patterns, and it's like, why do I need math to teach me that then? Because I knew how to troubleshoot basically as a 5-year-old.
Well, see, the reason algebra has letters is because the numbers don't matter at all. For the point of algebra.
Right.
The point of algebra is just to teach you how to do really complex equations over and over.
No, it's the troubleshooting aspect.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking with your station manager, your boss, last week, and he's like, "Man, I hated algebra. It was dumb. You know, why do I even need to use it?" I said, "Well, you use it all your life. You just don't know you're using it.
Yeah.
How do I get from point A to point B, and what are the variables involved with getting to from point A to point B? Traffic lights, gas mileage, you know, wind disturbance on your way to Boise. How much is that going to drive
So
your gas
Jason
up?
says 0 is a lack of numbers. They did more stuff like 1 + 1 = 4. The 1 + 1 = 4 people.
Yeah.
If I was president, I would bring back crucifixion.
Okay.
All right. I would. There's a limit to how much you can do.
I saw a meme that kind of ties in the whole gender frustration that everybody has right now.
Yeah.
And I saw a meme, I think it was last night, of Gray Skull.
Yeah.
Right? And he says something that runs away. He says,
Yeah, that's amazing.
He says basically, there are 2 genders even in your name. The B stands for what?
I don't get it.
In the LGBTQ list.
Oh yeah.
Right? There's 2 genders there too. Same thing with math. Guys, come on.
So the 1 + 1 = 4 is an old math proof where basically you prove that in the equation 1 + 1 = 2, 1 and 1 are not exactly 1 and 1. The problem is it takes so much like silly hoop jumping to the point where it doesn't matter because it's not true.
Right.
It's fundamentally not true.
Yeah. So kind of like, you know, people get wrapped up in emotion when they're trying to socially crucify someone.
Yeah.
They bring out emotional, this could have happened, or this, I think this happened sort of thing, where, you know, like police and various others, they go by facts to be able to determine this. What do the facts say? The facts say this evidence right here.
Yeah.
Your footprint.
And he can't overcomplicate it.
And so, you know, and dealing with anything legal and stuff like that is the same way, you know, like.
But yeah, when we talk about like, personally wasn't fond of percentages. Percentages are rough. I get that.
Yeah.
But like when we talk about how you work a crime scene, for example, almost all child abductions are done by one of the parents.
Right.
Almost all. And in the rare case,
or a family member.
Yeah. But no, just the parents. Usually after a divorce case. Like it is such a big percentage, we don't even have to go family member.
Right.
Family member is like the next little block, and then very, very small, like 1% is a stranger abduction. But in those cases where it is a stranger abduction, it looks like the police have wasted their time by interrogating the parents and then the family members.
But they have to.
They have to,
By
because
deduction.
99% of the time it's one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's one of those, like the phrase woulda, coulda, shoulda,
Yeah.
you know, that's all emotional based. You know, what do the facts say? Well, the facts said that this is how it happened.
What do the facts say? Ding 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 ding.
Oh my gosh.
See, you gotta. That's improv, baby.
Jason doesn't even need to help derail us. You know?
Yeah, he doesn't need to, but it helps.
All right. Hey, everybody. Jason, again, he's going to be here next week. It's going to be great.
It's gonna be very fun. He can derail us in person. I hope he's got like a notebook. I've got homework for you, Jason. All right, get a notebook. Start writing down everything you would like to hear us talk about. You'll only have an hour when you get here, right?
Yeah.
So you will.
I think he'll be here all morning, but yeah.
Okay, you will have to just pick the best stuff out of there, right?
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
And we'll go from there. So you have homework now. The same way Kidd still has homework about getting his Marco Rubio impression going.
Ezra, I'm pretty tired today.
You know, I think he's getting there. He just doesn't sound like he was a proud Cuban American.
I have too many jobs going on right now. Okay, like there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do.
You still just sound like you, man. You just sound like you, but tired.
He told me to watch that interview. His face is like
He really is just a tired guy.
dead.
It's tired and Cuban. That's the impression.
He's got 5 jobs. How does he sleep?
I don't know,
All
but
right, back on
probably
the
pretty
air.
well. That was Crowder, grave robber here on The Effect.
Miss Tammy says hi. Hi,
Hello,
Miss
Tammy. So, kid, I'm about to share something not deeply personal with you,
Okay.
but really funny.
Okay.
Okay, so I've only ever dated one girl, right?
Is this DJ Romeo talk?
Maybe. Well, let me get through it and then you can decide, okay?
All right.
I've only really dated one girl. I've had dates with other girls.
Yeah.
Just nothing's worked out since then, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Every time it goes to a second date, do you know what the common denominator is?
No.
They're older than me.
Oh boy.
They are older, usually by just a year, but still.
Hey, it's not bad.
It's not a bad thing. It's just a funny thing
My wife's
with how the culture works.
My wife's older than me.
Oh, so she's also a cradle robber.
Well, by 18 days. No, I've had older girlfriends. It's not a big deal.
No, the funniest thing to me is when you get to pull out like the cougar, the cradle robber, all that
Right,
kind of stuff.
right.
As it's not true at all. It
Tease
doesn't
them with
make
it.
any sense, but it's really funny.
All right, so why do we say that about women when like most men are older than the women?
Well, see, the cultural thing is for the men to be older.
yeah.
That's what our culture is.
I don't know.
You know, if our culture was that women were supposed to be older in a relationship, then we would do that about men. It's just a cultural thing.
Right. I guess.
And it's silly, but I think it's kind of funny.
Kind of like, men should be opening the doors and buying dinner.
Now, that technically does make me a cougar hunter.
Right.
That's the other funny thing about that.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Hey,
I know what you're thinking right now. Is there any part of your soul you won't bear for 5 minutes of content? And the answer is no.
No, nothing's off
You
limits.
can get to every part of my soul if it means 5 minutes of content.
We are doing it live. I'm just joking. Hey, we have a comment on Facebook. Rose says that she is older than her husband for 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, Rose, thanks for watching.
Yeah, I see we're strong with the cougar community. You know, I like making inroads.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna can you. Up next, we have a brand new song out by Brandon Lake. Most people,
He's got the shepherd's crook. He's pulling me off the stage.
most people think that he's a worship artist, but he actually likes to write just general songs too.
Yeah.
This one's one, and I love it, and it's brand new out, literally as of yesterday. Brandon Lake with Sevens. Hope you all enjoy it. Tammy.
What is Tammy saying?
DJ Romeo loves the older women. And it's broadcast over the air. All righty.
Oh,
All
gosh.
righty.
It's a good bit.
Hey,
okay?
Rose, where are you listening from? I'd like to know that.
That's always a good question. What's your local station?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, take a breath. Whew. It's a good thing we're close to the end.
Yeah. There is no part of my soul I will not bear for 5 minutes of content.
So how do you feel about the business meeting that we have to have in about an hour?
Business.
Yeah.
Numbers. Paper.
2 cougars here too. Wow.
See, there we go. This is how you get them out. It's the solidarity of the thing.
Victorville, California. Great. Awesome. I love...
Didn't we just get that one up?
no.
No, I'm thinking CSN side.
Yeah, we've been there. Heck, I think before I was here last time, I think we did some tours and shows in Victorville. We need to get back over there.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, it's not a bad
I've
place.
never been there before.
Victorville. No, Mary Paris was from Bakersfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bakersfield. Anyway, glad to see you on. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, so kid, what's your favorite like large cat?
I am not a cat person.
No, like the big cats, like
I
the
know,
jungle cats.
I know. I'm just not a cat person.
You're just not a cat person?
No.
No? Well, we need some. Are you going to ask me why we need some?
Why?
Because there are wild rhinoceroses in California.
Are you serious right now?
I'm dead
Hey,
serious.
let's check with Rose. Rose, by the way, she says that her and her husband listen to us all the time.
Oh, thank you.
So Rose, confirm or deny, are there...
Well, it's not near Victorville. It's out in the wilds.
But she's in Cali.
It's out in the wilds of Hollywood.
She would know.
There's video of it. It's been widely reported. Basically, the question is like sometime in early Hollywood, apparently some rhinoceroses escaped.
Really?
And apparently they've been doing okay out there. Wow. We have wild rhinos in California right now. This is real. You can Google it.
Wow.
This came out a couple days ago. They finally found them and got them on video. There's a young one. He looks great.
Did they break from a zoo and they just couldn't find them?
Unclear. We don't know really where they came from.
It is California, so you got those people that fly.
It's hot enough. There's enough foliage to sustain them.
Right.
They're doing okay out there.
They're loving the not desert land, right?
Yeah. There's enough scrub land there for them to feel at home and not have much competition.
Right.
And also, they're rhinos. I guess they're just really good at stuff.
Right. Oh, man.
Yeah, we're bringing in everything from South Africa.
Is that what got you on your cougar kick?
The rhinos?
Yeah.
No, it was because the Crowder song was called Grave Robber, which made me think Cradle Robber, which made me... That was the thought process.
Oh, my gosh, dude. I'm trying to follow that timeline. It doesn't work. Oh, my goodness.
Like, half of my brain is word association. You have to understand that.
Oh, my gosh.
Let me see if I can't find the California rhinos for you.
I'm dying right now. Oh, all right. Hey, guys, after Brandon Lake, we've got our E-Crew Artist of the Month, Derek Ryan, with stars. And once again, if you guys want to
so they're outside of Riverside, California.
Okay, yeah. Well, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
And why hasn't Animal Control picked them up yet?
So I've got a screenshot from a TikTok where someone's talking about it. I can't find the original source.
Okay.
But there's a young rhino outside of Riverside that they caught they caught a picture of from helicopter.
Yeah, all right.
So yeah, it's real outside of Riverside.
All right, Derek Ryan once again.
We could go on safari. We could go, AJ, if you're listening right now, get us a safari budget. We will go to Riverside and I will hug a rhinoceros.
Oh my Lord.
All right, they will look at me and they will see me as one of them. I just need a horn. I'm big enough to do this.
No.
I'm a baby rhinoceros in trading.
No, you're dressing up like Jack Black and Jumanji. That's what's happening.
That is exactly what's happening. Send me out there. Let me hug a wild rhinoceros. It will be great for YouTube.
Now, which Jack Black are you? Jack Black Jumanji 1 or 2?
I'm the one that goes, Chicken Jackie.
Jeez, okay. Oh, Derek Ryan, by the way, once again.
Yes.
I'm going to try this again. Our E-Crew Artist of the Month. If you guys want to support what we're doing here at The Effect, go ahead and log on to effectsradio.com and join our E-Crew, and you'll get some stuff from Derek Ryan.
And if enough of you join the E-Crew right now, you can send a young Jack Black impersonator to wild rhinoceroses in California.
I gotta find
It'll be wild. Okay, that's what it's gonna be.
I gotta find a safari hat for you now.
You can actually do a decent Jack Black. You start with Donald Trump, and you make it a bit more gravelly, and then you just start doing anything with your hands, really.
Wow.
And you just gotta sing a little bit, and you've got Jack Black.
So I heard somewhere that he didn't actually get paid much for doing the Minecraft movie.
I believe that.
Because he didn't really have to do much with his character to be that character they wanted.
Yeah.
But Jason Momoa had to get a belly. And so they paid him like $4 or $5 million more.
Yeah, because he's got to lose that now for his normal roles. Right.
Yeah. And so, yeah, interesting stuff.
Yes. Lava. Chicken.
Have you seen it yet? Have you gone out and watched it?
Have I gone and watched the Minecraft movie? Is that your question to me?
Yes.
Have I, master of the brain rot, bringer of the skibbity, have I watched the Minecraft? The answer is no. Of course I haven't.
I haven't even taken my kid to it. So, yeah.
Tiny Fluff Flock on YouTube says, yes, lava chicken. Is that Ariel?
Who is that?
I don't know, but I can look at their profile.
It's got to be. Oh, man. We're dying.
No, it's just a random person. Okay.
Right. Well, hey, tell us where you're listening from on YouTube.
I love how anyone could be Ariel at this point. There's like a secret boss dynamic going on here. And we're just trying to guess.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, actually, I'm going to move David and the Giants up because David and the Giants are going back on tour, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. Let me. So when I'm cruising on social media, I find these things and I try to do screenshots so I can prove it.
See, I should start screenshotting the rhinoceroses. Otherwise, people won't believe me.
Not on tour. They're coming out with a new release. Emery is going on tour, though.
You know what would be the funny thing about the California rhinoceroses?
What?
If I had just been completely duped by some random video from Africa, and it looks exactly like the California scrublands.
5.
Yeah. That was Derek Ryan with Stars here on The Effect. Is a wonderful Fanfare Friday. This is Ezra. Here with DJ Kidd.
Derek Ryan is our artist of the month. Log on to effectsradio.com and join our E-Crew. If you guys haven't, thank you so much for those of you who are already a part of our E-Crew. Your financial contribution goes a long way. For those of you who aren't, man, get on the ball. It's a good thing to be part of.
And you can help send us to find California rhinoceros.
You have to be online to be able to hear this stuff. Yes.
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 If you want me at my most unhinged, you thought I was being unhinged last time we popped in.
We are going to be dressing Ezra up as a Jumanji Jack Black and sending him to Riverside, California to see the wild rhinoceroses that are out in the open there.
But only if enough of you join the E-Crew and pay for the safari.
And if we get enough contributions, we'll go ahead and slap the butt of that rhino and get Ezra moving.
I will ride a rhinoceros. We will get a saddle and everything.
Oh, we got to be careful what we promise, right? Oh, all right. We've been having a blast online, by the way.
Yes.
This morning
Thanks
has been a
everyone
lot
for
of
coming
fun.
by.
We are on YouTube now. We are on Instagram. We are also on Facebook. Join us. We are going to be on for just a little while longer, social media wise. But yes, join us on there every Friday. Next Friday, we will have a visitor.
Yes.
Or 2, actually. I think it's him and his wife. So Jason from Pacific Northwest Lights that has been contributing to our conversations since November when we started. He is actually coming down to the area to visit us, and we're going to put him on the air. It'll be fun. This next artist, though,
hold on. First, what are you doing tonight?
My stepson has a music concert I have to do.
Well, isn't there a Dad Rock show?
Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah. Sorry. 4 and 5 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time. DJ Red Dog and I will both be on rocking your faces off with the Dad Rock Show.
And tomorrow, where are we going to be?
Tomorrow we're going to be at the Newsboys concert.
I have to keep this man on task.
I know, because I have a different thing in front of my face. Tomorrow we're going to be at Church of the Big Wood in Ketchum, Idaho for the Newsboys show. They're going to be doing about 27 songs according to what they've written down. And they have some friends there that are going to be doing a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
And we will be there.
And we will be there. Part. So myself, DJ Kidd, we have Ezra. I'm
obviously the bigger draw than the Newsboys.
Yes, absolutely.
Everyone needs to see the wildness in person.
We have DJ Red Dog is going to be there. We have my father, TJ Mack, is also going to be there.
Yes.
And so come out and join us.
We could bring him on the safari.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know. He's going to be the guy
he could do like the NPR whisper announcing for us.
Golf announcing.
Yeah, he can narrate the safari.
I know. You're not joking. He's going to sit in the Jeep and with binoculars giving us sports commentary on the rhinoceros running after Ezra over here. All right. Oh, man.
I think we're done. I think we've broken. I think that bit has broken us today. Tell us about the next song, please.
Real quick. Come out to the show tomorrow. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we'd love to see you guys. All right. This next artist, though, David and the Giants, they have been around since 1977.
That's pretty old.
They called it quits for a while. A long while.
Yeah.
They have a new release coming out. So
very nice.
Good stuff coming from David and the Giants. Here they are right now. Don't Mess with Israel on Fanfare Friday.
That'll be all for us on the radio. Join us online to hear our closing thoughts as we slowly descend into madness.
Into madness. Absolutely. God bless you.
All right.
Oh my gosh, man. Where'd you take us?
To Rhinoceros Land.
I guess, dude. Oh,
we just need to get like some giraffes out there. We could have a legitimate California safari adventure. We can make a movie out of it.
And I'm watching The Rookie right now. I could just imagine some cops' faces like,
Yeah, the authorities are listening to this like, okay, I don't know how serious this is, but I'm going to write this down.
We're going to keep track of this.
If we have to arrest these guys, we have to have evidence.
We're going to pull a bookie in, bets on it.
Now, here's the thing. It can't possibly be illegal to go see the rhinos because no one knew they were there. There can't be laws about that.
They must have been found when someone was running. Yeah.
Crikey, we're looking for the elusive California rhino. It's a brand new breed introduced by Hollywood executives.
Oh man, I still can't get over the thought of.
You know what I want? I want a Disney Channel style mockumentary about these rhinos, and it's like 2 injured rhinos that escaped from a Hollywood set, and we get to see their heartwarming story as they take over the California savannas.
A true crime style.
No, not even true crime, like a Lion King thing almost.
Okay, I see it. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm dying.
Sometimes a bit is just too good.
I cannot get the picture out of my head. That's all I gotta say.
Of me finding unknown amounts of strength.
The Star Trek right there. The Voyage Home, Rhino Edition. Oh my
And the Voyage
goodness.
Home is just me running for my life.
Oh lordy.
We need to go talk to TJ Maxx after this, see if he's up for a safari.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll get some equipment. We'll go out there with some night vision goggles.
So we can have him be the old dude from Jurassic Park.
You know, I know Kessler's been wanting to do an effect radio Jeep. This would be the perfect time to break it in.
Hey.
On safari.
I mean, here we are, AJ. We're still going with it.
We found a use for it. This is perfect.
Right?
We got to go to California. We have to. Because it'll be a road trip to get there, right?
Right.
So we've got road trip content.
We got to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
It's got to happen.
Let me see if there's anything else on Facebook. Is there anything from Insta?
Yeah. Unfortunately, we do have to get out of here a little bit early today, guys. We do have a meeting coming up in a bit that we have to get to.
Yeah.
Because we have jobs outside of this job. Because it's a church. And everyone wears multiple hats.
By the way, Tammy says, a safari from her train. Come and see her farm and her ostriches.
We could take her ostriches out there and release them and make a new outback.
And make Ezra run after the ostriches.
You just like the idea of a really fat guy just running for his life. I can't blame you. It's a great image.
Hear you screaming like Jack Black the whole time. Who does it better?
I'll just fan out my beard a little bit.
No.
Get the full crazy going.
Oh, I know, right? Oh, yeah, guys, it was a great time. We do need to do some preparation for some stuff and grab some stuff for the concert still tomorrow. And my day today is going to be ending pretty quick. So got a lot of stuff to do before it gets done. But
unfortunately, so we will be saying goodbye.
It was a great morning.
Yeah, it was filled with rhinoceroses and lightsabers and
bad what's his face impressions. Oh man.
I say a really great impression of Jack Black.
Yeah.
I heard this impression. It was the best impression I'd ever heard. It wasn't of me. It was of Mr. Jack Black.
Uh-huh. All righty.
All right.
We're done.
I need to go get my sillies out. Thanks, everyone, for stopping by. We'll be back next Friday. Au revoir.